Hello and welcome to the Hotkeys podcast, the show we talk about everything pop culture random in the world. My name is Mick. With me as always, Landon Browning,
Wil Dobratz,
and David Parker.
Welcome to the show, guys. It's the 25th of October.
2023.
Yeah.
Where's Colby?
Still 23. No, he's dead.
I actually think he might be dead, to be honest. Like, he was sending distressing texts about his chest hurting, and
nothing.
which will probably, which will be crazy if he actually dies. And we're just talking about
How he died?
his hotel room, and
At least he bought us a soundboard.
yes, at least he did that. Yep, which we're
Pretty
using.
sure that's the one
I think that is the one you sent the link to.
For those that don't know, we got a new soundboard here.
It's got lots of flashing lights on it.
Yeah,
touch
we
screen,
don't really know how to use it.
but it's really cool.
It is cool.
It's so cool.
It's pretty cool.
That's from all the Patreon money.
Thanks, Patreons. Without you, this show would be impossible.
Yeah.
But luckily, there's so many of you out there
All
that we can afford this new soundboard.
well, my dad subs twice, so just to make
So does my dad.
crazy.
So I started eating. I didn't start. I just had today some plant-based protein bars,
Yeah.
and they're really messing with my stomach.
Oh,
how often do you eat plant-based things?
Really getting never.
Yeah, that's why.
Really.
how many of them did you have today?
I had one.
Okay, I was gonna be I had 18.
It's but yeah, I'm my stomach is destroyed right now, so I'm super gassy today.
So if you
Anyway.
leave abruptly during the middle of the recording, now we know why.
Or if Will or I slump over dead.
Yeah, or if you just see a Wario-sized fart cloud come out, then it was me. I mean, it would have been me anyway. So because I'm a farter.
Why are you having these plant-based protein bars?
I was just trying one.
Did you buy a bunch of them?
It tastes good.
It tastes really good. I didn't buy any of them.
You stole one.
Yeah, just walked out of the store.
Would you
No one
like
stopped
to?
me.
Would you like to elaborate?
I picked it up off of someone's counter that had bought it.
Oh.
With their permission.
Was it
My
our?
Is this
Was it
is
our
this-
parents? Was it our parents?
This is just the most convoluted. It seems like I'm trying to hide something when it's
I
just
want you guys to figure out
you just
where
be
I
like-
got.
You can
this.
just be like
What my motivation behind it was. Yeah, they were good though. They kind of tasted like Rice Krispie bars.
But
Plenty.
they're destroying your colon
I mean, I'm super gassy.
and Will
And I
and
just have.
Landon's nose.
I haven't farted since I've been here.
I haven't smelled it.
But I was farting earlier.
No.
Just
Well, what else has been going on in your life
a
besides
wind farm.
your?
I got Spider-Man 2.
I did the same thing.
I've barely played it a lot, but
You've barely
Played
played it
some
a
of it.
lot.
yep, and it's really good. A lot that I've played it. It's really good so far.
I'm only maybe 2 to 3 hours. I've only done a few main missions.
And maybe around that.
Yeah, I think we're all pretty close to the same point then.
I'm about 3 to 4 hours, I think, in.
You're probably the furthest, Will.
Yeah. But I'm
But-
still not that far because I've been playing also the new Mario game as well. 'cause they both came out
Wonder?
on the same day. Yeah, I'm about halfway through Wonder.
Is it fun? It looks cool.
It's super fun. Very different of a Mario game. If all the new Marios, like the new Super Mario Bros, they're pretty grounded in Mario. This game, every single level, there's something new and creative,
Okay.
and
It seems
switches
wacky.
it up constantly. It's super wacky,
Like in a
It's
fun
super,
I'd probably love it. I love 2D Mario.
Yeah, you'd really like it.
Is this would be funny if this is the game that's this is what gets Landon to buy
get
a
the-
Switch.
Well,
It's
honestly,
a system seller. It's a killer app. It's a killer
honestly,
app.
it's a really good game.
Not Breath of the Wild.
Not Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah.
Not Splatoon 3.
Stop.
Not Splatoon. I can't take Splatoon
It would be the Arkham Collection on Switch, right?
yeah, for
for
$60.
$60. I can buy it for $4.95 on
I'm pretty sure I could look on the PlayStation app, and the whole entire trilogy is $10
and probably runs better too.
and runs better. Yes,
Still want a remake of Arkham Origins.
I do too. I've never played it.
it's not going to happen. Rocksteady's too focused on.
They hate.
Well,
Well, they
no,
hate,
Rocksteady Montreal.
It's
Studio
Montreal.
Montreal.
they hate Origins. Hate
Yeah,
that.
they hate Origins, and Rocksteady is not going to make another good game at all for the rest of their time, for the rest of their lives.
I don't know.
I'm convinced.
Suicide Squad could be good.
Did they
convinced that game's
make
just not
Gotham
gonna come out.
Knights? That bad Batman game?
No,
Montreal
It was
did.
Montreal.
Montreal
That's the
did.
team that did Arkham Origins.
Arkham Origins was really good. I really liked that game. Gotham Knights
Boo
It
boo.
was like my stomach. Just a big fart
Thanks
building up.
for the visual, Michael.
Yeah,
Appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
but Spider-Man
I'm
2 is
a
great.
visual person. Yeah, back to Spider-Man 2.
So good.
It was
I
like
Instead of
the
Michael's
web
farts.
flying.
Yeah, so yeah.
it's a hard choice to make, but let's talk Spider-Man 2. Yeah, even just the little bit I played, you can really tell the difference in just the web swinging. It's so much faster. It feels a lot more physics based, like you get more speed at the bottom of a swing, and it's just like it tweaked a little bit, but just that little bit is like, whoa, I can really tell a difference here.
From Miles Morales?
I guess, yeah, since that was the last one.
Hmm.
I also have turned off all the like web swinging, like hand holding stuff.
Oh, did you turn on fall damage?
I did, yeah.
Wait, what? You can turn on fall damage?
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Do
I
you
didn't know that was a
splat
thing.
when you hit the ground?
You do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. You like die instantly and you go ragdoll. It's pretty actually gnarly.
Oh, I should turn that on.
It's
I didn't know
fun,
that was a thing. I'm playing on hard. I feel like that should have just put it on automatically.
Nope.
You have to edit. Okay.
Yeah.
Is
it's
hard the default difficulty or is
No, or whatever. It's like
you're going-
It's
spectacular.
amazing, I think. is,
amazing? Yeah.
Because it's like friendly neighborhood, amazing, and spectacular. I think I'm playing on spectacular.
and then his ultimate, the prestige.
Yeah, but I don't think you can play that until I get to beat the game.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you do.
Plus.
Yeah. So far, it's really good.
The story I think is going to be awesome. The story seems like it's shaping up to be really
Yeah, the opening of the game was crazy. I was not
Like
expecting.
Sandman?
Yeah, well, it's kind
Oh,
of
sorry.
spoilers maybe.
Whoa,
Dave.
Sandman is in the game? Oh, well.
He's a Spider-Man villain.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He was like, "My daughter's sick.
I just didn't know what
It's
crazy.
okay to break the law. I'm not a bad person."
I just didn't know if you're talking about that or the fact that there's GTA bike controls in Spider-Man.
Dude, I was like,
I was so
What am I
hyped. I was so
doing?
hyped. I'm like,
why?
Crashing X. I'm like, there's no way.
I
Wait,
knew
they
I
have
felt kinda ill
bikes
at
in the
some-
game?
There's some
Yes.
bike mechanics in
There's some
Spider-Man 2.
bikes in Spider-Man 2.
Why would you
And
bike?
not just in that cutscene.
Nope.
just wait. You can ride him more often.
Oh yeah, it was there for a reason.
Yep.
Nice. I'm so hyped.
They took out all the stealth stuff with MJ and Miles, but now you get to ride a bike through the park.
Yeah.
Are there stunt jumps?
Yes.
Is Trevor in the game?
Dude, that'd be great. Trevor like curb
He
stomps
curb
like Peter
stomps
Parker.
Mysterio.
There was, actually come to think of it, there was a GTA 4 Easter egg in the first Spider-Man game.
Oh, there was.
Mm-hmm. It's when you do a stealth mission and you're following someone back to their apartment. The people are setting up a heist, and I think the guy's even wearing like a tracksuit that looks like one in GTA 4 that one of the guys wears.
Oh, okay.
I think they even call him by Nico or something.
Nico.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's slick.
Fun little Easter egg.
Yeah. Man, Peter Parker is just like such a good character. Like every iteration of him is like so good. I feel like not just these games, but like him as like a character I find is like he's like super, I don't know,
Likeable?
intriguing. Yeah, he's like super likable, like and relatable, and like he's also like a really sad character too. Like 'cause I feel like he just like constantly like suffers for doing like the right thing.
It seems cruel to say, but that really is like what makes his character compelling and good is that he suffers so much.
Yeah.
Like you think about Spider-Man 2, the movie, he just is constantly just crapped on in that movie.
Yeah.
And that's some of the best Peter Parker storytelling. That
Oh,
we
Landon
got in
hates that
any
movie, remember?
I don't hate it. I just like 3 better.
That's not what you said. That's not what you've said in the past.
I just remember as a kid, I didn't like Spider-Man 2 that much. Like out of the 3 of those, when I was younger, I did not like that one that much. That was my least favorite of the 3. When I was
How much do you remember from it?
This was just when I first watched them at like 12 or 13.
I think 2's the best.
That's the commonly held belief. I didn't even rewatch them. I just remember when I was a kid, that was my least favorite of the 3.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I agree. Peter is just he's probably the most relatable superhero in comic books.
because he's just some either teenager or like young adult
hmm
that like he's really smart, but
Mhm.
like constantly like his superhero stuff like
there's
makes-
always
It gets
he's
in the way of
losing
his
something in
personal
his
life.
personal life. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he probably wasn't Spider-Man, he probably could become like very successful doing some kind of science type thing. You know what I mean? If he didn't have those distractions or like that.
Man, you're just like describing Spider-Man 2, the movie. 2004.
I know.
You should watch them.
Great
Rewatch
film.
it. I probably would really like to rewatch it. I'm just like, I don't know, his character, like even the games though, like the first Spider-Man game, like I don't know, the end of that game was really sad. Like
Yeah.
Like not just like I mean, I will spoil the first game, like when you're fighting like Doc Ock, that's like really sad.
Doc Ock.
You know what I mean? That's like super like his like mentor. Like they do like, and then the whole stuff with Aunt May is like really,
Oh my gosh.
really horrifically
That
sad.
just that
Like,
just destroyed me.
yeah,
Oh, that was so well done.
yeah. So
And I'll say this, probably one of my favorite missions from that first game was when you were dealing with Peter's problems, where he was getting evicted from his apartment and all of his stuff was, taken to the dumpster, and you're just swinging through the city talking to the dumpster guy on the phone, like,
yeah.
"Hey, where's my where would this have gone? Like, oh, try this dump truck over here. Oh, it's heading to the incinerator now. Oh gosh, I need to get there in time." Like that type of stuff was just, I don't know. I like the Arkham games, but it never really dealt with the Bruce Wayne side of things. That's a big reason why I really like the Telltale Batman games, because it
Yeah.
has a really good mixture of the Batman and the Bruce Wayne stuff. But the Spider-Man games for sure they've just nailed what it really feels like to be Spider-Man, because you deal with both Peter's problems and juggling what Spider-Man is like.
And Miles is great too. And he's also another
awesome.
like sad character. Like in these games, is like he's just like already lost like so much. Like,
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm really glad they integrated Miles as a playable character in this game.
yeah.
Does he have
he doesn't-
swagger?
All time. That's an all time.
All time. Michael looks really confused, so I'll fill him in.
Fill me in, Will.
So there's a review. Who was it by?
IGN.
It was
I think.
IGN,
was not
wasn't it?
IGN.
Oh,
Was it IGN?
okay. Yeah, I've heard that.
I thought it was GameSpot.
I thought it was IGN, but maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, it could
Anyway,
also be
but-
GameSpot. Well, I like.
Yeah, it was
doesn't
a really
matter.
bad
It
one.
was like a really cringy
Yeah,
review,
cringy,
right?
like-
Yeah.
Something about how Miles
It captures
dives. It captures all the swagger of
Like
a
a black
black
teenager.
teenager,
Yeah,
or something like that, and it's
Yeah.
just like, ooh,
Yeah.
like he really that one made it past.
made past the editing stages.
Okay.
Like maybe I can't say this, but like the whitest sounding dude like said it, and it was just hilarious.
What? No. But yeah, Miles is really fun to play too, and he's going through his own stuff that he has to deal with also, which is I'm really I want to take like a good chunk of a Saturday and just play it, because like I've said, I've only played a little bit, and every time it's like late at night when I'm like, I probably should get to bed. I'll play like 15-20 minutes, then I'm getting tired. I'm like, oh man,
Yeah.
I want to play more.
I'm on call like this next weekend, like this coming weekend, so like I can't really go out and like do a whole lot. So probably if I'm not working.
So you're gonna be
try to play some crap
Spider-Man
done.
for a weekend?
Yeah. I'll probably just get slaughtered and like work all weekend. Like, so I probably won't play at all.
Yeah.
But it's really good. It's like the first video game that I've like in a long time that I've like been craving. Like I'll be like working, I'm like, I want to play
I
some
know.
more. Like,
I think I've really grown out of the online multiplayer games, and I'm really just focused on the fun single player.
yeah.
Like I feel like I waste way too much time with the multiplayer games.
I'm washed too. I'm no good at any of them.
I say I'm terrible at them.
I'm washed up.
Can't do it.
Like I think like GTA 6 I'll probably play that. Like if they get like bring back good playlists and stuff, I'll probably
I
do
think that's the only way I'll play that game, is if they actually bring back the fun games that we always
Yeah.
played.
I'll buy that for the single player too, but like that's like a game I could see playing with like a big party of people. Like
Yep.
that's really the only reason I do multiplayer games, is just to talk to like you guys.
Yep.
So there's like I'm typically not engaged in whatever game it is. Like we downloaded the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 beta. It sucked. I like wanted to blow my brains out playing. I'm like, this is terrible.
Sorry, which one?
The Modern Warfare 3 beta.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was pretty fun.
I thought it was horrible. I wanted to die playing. I'm like,
But you liked the actual game when it released, right? Did you play the single?
I'm talking about
Modern Warfare 3.
I'm talking about this is the newest Modern Warfare 3, like the one that's coming out this year. Like it's not out yet.
Oh, I'm thinking Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, you're a whole year
Oh,
behind.
wow.
Yeah, I like the single player from Modern Warfare 2.
Michael,
Like,
it's
Modern Warfare
2023.
3 is coming out.
What year is it?
So last year, I think this is the first time they're ever doing this, where they're releasing back-to-back years, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, instead of taking a year off to release another game.
Is
I
that what
want
they did
Black
with
Ops
the
7.
first
Where's
reboot?
Black Ops 7?
First reboot, and then to the second one, did they take a year between?
Yeah, it was Cold War and Call of Duty Vanguard, I think, in between.
I never played Vanguard.
Yeah,
oh yeah, I skipped Vanguard.
I skipped Vanguard as well.
I think I played Cold War.
I played Cold War.
I did play
I thought it
Cold
was
War.
okay.
I think the last one
I
I
like
played
the
was
zombies a lot.
was the remake of Modern Warfare. I haven't bought any since.
I liked that campaign. That campaign was dope.
It was a good campaign. I heard the second one sucked though.
I liked the second campaign. It wasn't as good as the first one. I thought the first one had some good characters, like the that Arab girl you played as was really cool.
Isn't she in the
Oh.
second one?
Barely. She's in it for
She's
like one. She's like in a. She's like a
in a
side.
mission.
Yeah, she's
a
like
little
in one mission.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's like,
she's
hey,
not a
is
main-
that the chick from? Oh, I think it is. Oh,
Yeah.
she's gone.
Yeah,
Really?
she was super compelling in the first game. I thought.
She's like
Wow.
one of the main characters.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was crazy.
and then they
I'm
just have her like as
surprised.
like
It's-
oh hey look here's the girl from that game.
It
Like
seems like they set up her to be a big part of the franchise going forward.
If she felt like a weird like Marvel cameo in a movie that she wasn't supposed to be in.
Yeah, she's
Hey,
contracted for
she's-
7 Call of
she's-
Duties.
She's
so.
still here. Like, yeah, we'll use her screen time now, and then she's gone.
yeah, which I guess kind of like she was supposed to be like a freedom fighter, and can't remember which country she was supposed to be in. Like.
Hmm.
So I guess it kind of makes sense that she's not all over the globe with you this time around, but like it would have been cool to find a way to incorporate her into the story more.
She's
I like
family.
that.
It's all about family.
Yeah. I don't know if she's supposed to be in the third one because the third one has a campaign, right?
Yes, the third one has a campaign.
I wish you could just buy the campaign like separate for like $20. So I would just buy the campaign and play it.
That's definitely like the smaller price chunk that you pay for the game.
Yeah, because it's only they're short. They're only like 6 or 7 hours typically.
Yeah,
if
maybe.
that. So which I love the I think the campaigns for most of them are pretty fun just to play through like once.
Yeah.
Like, kind of like an action movie. I don't want to pay $70 to play.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
I mean, it'll be on sale eventually, but
Meh.
online multiplayer. I'm not good. I'm washed. Like these kids are like smoking me. I can't kill anybody. I'm too slow. Got no time. It's time to hang them up. You know, I was never even any good to begin with.
I
So
don't know
Have
what
you
a
seen
full-
Cars 3?
I actually haven't.
Oh.
I didn't want the trilogy to end. I didn't want the series to
Yeah.
end, so I just didn't watch the last one.
It's all about
Because it just goes on forever for me.
It's all about when it's time to hang them up. So
Well, it's not time for me to end the Cars movie.
What do you hang up if you're a car? Like your tires? What?
your
Your
wheels,
steering wheel.
yeah.
Your steering wheel?
Yeah.
Does that mean that like you die? Like what? If you get rid of your like
I think so. Yeah.
like what happens?
No, it's like if you just get rid of your legs. There are people without legs, right?
yeah, but
take
not
your
people
tires
who are
off.
like,
Do
oh,
any of
I'm
the
50
cars
now.
die
I
in
cut
the-
off my legs. Like that's not.
In Cars 2, a car dies
Don't spoil it. I haven't seen that movie yet.
because it's the Cars 2 is the one with
it's a spy movie.
agents.
It's a spy movie. It's so weird.
It's
Yeah, isn't
so
there-
dumb.
isn't there-
I hate that movie.
Isn't there like a tire-to-tire combat in a bathroom or
Yeah, I
something?
legitimately hate that movie.
It makes no sense. Like,
Not only does it not make sense, it's just awful.
yeah, it's
I've heard it's
like-
really, really bad.
that's really bad.
I've heard it's terrible.
Like it
But
doesn't
is Mater funny?
have- Oh, everybody that knows me knows that I just love Mater. You know, he's my favorite character.
Can you say the line, Will?
Which line?
He did what in his cup?
Is that the line you were looking for, Dave?
Just the Larry the Cable Guy line.
Get her done. Is he relevant anymore?
I don't think so.
Was he ever relevant? I mean, he was Mater
He was relevant to a certain like to his like
demographic.
his demographic. Yeah, he was super relevant.
What, Hicks and rednecks and
Yeah, I mean he's probably still like touring, right? Like
I guess so.
why are we talking about cars?
We were talking about
Hanging him up, yeah.
hanging them up.
It's
I was
your
thinking
fault,
about
Landon.
Modern
It's
Warfare.
your fault.
Yeah. Why are we talking about cars? Even though I brought up cars.
I was thinking about Ratatouille on my way over here.
That's a great movie.
Man,
Okay.
I want to see that movie again.
Hot take. I don't think it's in the top 5 Pixar movies.
Top 5. What's your top 5?
Are we counting Toy Story?
Cars
as,
2,
like
Cars 3.
Cars 2? No.
Planes.
Are we
There's
counting?
4 hanging up the tires.
Are we counting Toy Stories as individual movies?
Yes.
For like a top 5.
Yes.
They're, you know, like
Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3, Toy Story 1, Monsters Inc., Incredibles. Top 5.
is that first to last?
I kind of started off with my favorite. I might switch Monsters Inc. and Incredible. I don't know.
I think Toy Story 2 is also my least favorite Toy Story movie.
Oh, I love Toy Story 2.
2 might be my favorite
And-
Toy Story movie. 2, then 3, then 1. I don't know. It's so hard.
All right, I don't know. They're all great.
They're all great.
I don't know if I can pick a favorite or least.
Al's Toy Barn.
Dude, I love the second Toy Story. Ah, the movie's great.
No,
It's
when I said it was my
such a
least
good
favorite, I meant like I love them all, but I was just like in there.
Ride like the
Like-
wind.
I like 2 more than 4.
Yeah, 4 is probably
4 is my
feels-
least favorite. 4 is really, really good.
It's like an epilogue though.
Man.
Well,
Trash. That's funny. The trash is funny.
it's just very different.
It also really begs the question of like the sentient life forms in the film because like he is literally just trash. Like
Everybody excited for Toy Story 5?
I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know either.
Giving Buzz a send off now.
Well, Woody has to be in
He's
it.
going to space.
Woody not going to be in the movie?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He can't be because he's like spoilers. He's not with them. Like
So I think what's going to happen is like Woody's going to die very early on,
You're gonna kill Woody off in the movie?
with like a golf club, I think.
Puff of his cotton. Just go.
And then Bo Peep goes chasing after Buzz.
Buzz kills him.
No, Buzz is trying to get revenge
who
for Woody.
kills Woody?
A new character.
A new
Completely out
character.
of the blue.
Supposed to be
Really
empathetic.
buff. Really buff.
Really buff. What would be like a really buff like toy, like a classic like
Stretch Armstrong.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And so it turns out.
How do we defeat this guy?
And it all takes place in Seattle.
Yes. Yeah. Wait until the halfway point of the movie, let me tell you. Some people are going to walk out of that theater.
Yeah, I don't know what my top 5 would be.
You left Turning Red off your.
Oh, gosh. I forgot about that one.
Pixar or is that Disney?
Pretty sure it's Pixar.
No.
Hold on. Let me look at Pixar.
I'm pretty sure it's Pixar.
No.
Yeah, it's Pixar.
No.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
The thing is, there's so
Maybe-
many of them now. Like, and a lot of them I've only seen once.
I'm behind.
I've only
I'm
seen
behind
once.
on a lot of them.
I just
I mean,
can't
like-
distinguish which is Disney, which is a Pixar movie now. Because they all kind of look the same.
What's the mind one or the emotions one?
Inside Out.
Inside Out.
I haven't
Inside
heard- I
Out,
haven't
is
seen
that
one. I heard that
Pixar?
one's really good.
It's really, yeah, that's Pixar.
But there's an
a good one.
elemental
I also-
one that's like
Elemental.
Mhm.
Oh,
That's
God.
Disney, right?
No, that one's
That's
Pixar.
Disney Pixar.
What?
I haven't seen that one. Looked terrible.
That one looks stupid.
I heard it was pretty good.
there's
Um,
what are other like relatively new ones?
Lightyear. That one was
That one was.
That was
very
Pixar.
disappointing. Yeah.
I didn't watch
Lightyear was
that one.
disappointing.
It's Toy Story. Of course, it's Pixar.
Luca. Never saw Luca. Soul. Okay, actually,
I heard Soul was
I
good.
think Soul's better than Ratatouille. That's my hottest take.
I've not seen
I
Soul.
haven't seen.
I've only
Soul-
seen
it's
Soul
really
once,
good.
but I thought it was good.
It was really
check it out.
good.
I have not seen Soul.
Coco is good.
Haven't seen that.
I
I haven't seen The Good Dinosaur.
Wally.
like Wally.
Wally's
I hated Wally when I was a
Wally's
kid,
stupid.
but
Up.
No, Wally's great. I actually like Wally a lot.
I need to rewatch it. I didn't like it when it first came out, but I was like stupid kid. So
Up is fine. I think I only saw Up like maybe twice.
Yeah.
I
I don't remember
Up.
much of it.
Bug's Life. That's a
Oh,
classic.
classic.
I love A Bug's Life.
A Bug's Life is awesome.
Dude,
I want the sequel for. What is the sequel for A Bug's Life?
Hopper. I love Hopper.
Let's ride.
I mean, can you
Could that
have
be-
Hopper in the
You
voiced by
could that be
different
Could that be Kevin
person?
Spacey's comeback? Could that be Kevin Spacey's comeback?
In a children's movie.
Remember, he was found innocent. He was found innocent.
I read just a headline to an article that he gave some like talk somewhere about cancel culture recently, and it got a standing ovation. I don't know where it was, and it was just a headline I read in
Wait, really?
passing. Yeah,
Is it time? Is it time for a Kevin Spacey comeback? I was just
I have to
kidding.
look this up.
Man,
He was found innocent. It's really like I like this is like I can't attest to like whether he did the horrible things he was accused of or not. I guess he was found innocent in like 2 I think criminal like court cases, like one in England and one in America. I believe he was found innocent. But man, like I love me some Kevin Spacey. Like he is like one of my favorite actors. Like his
Finish
movie.
that sentence? I love me some Kevin.
Like I don't know him and like
I like the roles that he's in.
he's a really good actor.
Let's see.
Landon's
was a
being
fun-
brave.
he was-
Landon's being
I've really
brave,
only
and
seen him in
he's
Baby
starting.
Driver.
He's starting to be one of the first people that can say, "Yeah, I like Kevin Spacey."
You stand with Kevin Spacey? Is that what you're saying?
I think that's what he's saying.
Is that what you're saying?
I don't know if I want to be really very careful with the next few words out of my mouth. I do not stand with Kevin Spacey. I
Oh,
do
but
like
you don't stand
Kevin
against
Spacey's
him.
acting.
If
Let's
you're
just-
not with him, then he's your enemy.
if the things he said, if the things he's accused of are true, he's a horritic person.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Hey, everyone
His
makes
Lex Luthor
mistakes.
was funny.
Landon. Did you say his Lex
mean, the
Luthor was
mistakes he-
funny?
Yeah,
That movie's horrible. That movie's so bad.
it's bad.
I remember watching that once movie, and I think that's when my start of my hatred of Superman. came.
Superman
I
Returns?
Starting
Remember watching
Brandon
that movie, I'm like,
Ralph.
what was the
Ralph?
point?
How do you say his name?
Ruth? I don't know. Brandon Routh.
The movie's awful.
It's pretty bad.
He catches a
I
plane.
The only interesting
I
part.
don't like Man of Steel, but like that movie makes Man of Steel like look good. Like,
I'll take that.
yeah, see? Say a nice thing about about a bad movie. I'm trying to think like what Kevin Spacey's last role was. Might have been like Baby
Wasn't
Driver.
it Baby Driver?
Might have been Baby because he was going to be in that movie with the ransom
And
stuff.
he
but
got
he got
recast.
Christopher Plummer, I think.
Yeah.
God.
He got digitized out, right? Or was he?
No, they just
Or
they
they
just
straight
shot
up
all
recast- oh,
his
dang.
scenes. Yeah, That was like one of the first I think that was like one of the first cancel culture where they like reshot scenes. I think
Was it Matt Damon that was in it, or was that Mark Wahlberg?
it was. I think it was Mark Wahlberg. I think.
I get those two.
Yeah. Did you find the article where he got a standing ovation?
No, I just found things back from July where it says found not guilty of sexual assault charges. So I guess he's good. The law said that he was found not guilty.
The law said it was all fine. He had one of the funniest.
Because the law just encampasses everything.
He did have like one of the
government
funniest.
gets it right every single
He
time.
had one of the funniest like things like when like he started getting accused of like horrific stuff like his like basically his entire apology was he's like I'm gay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like basically what it boiled down he's like I'm gay. Like it's like what? Like that doesn't make it okay. Like
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Immunity.
I found an article from The Guardian. It says Kevin Spacey received standing ovation in first stage appearance since trial. So that's all it says.
Stage appearance.
It was at a lecture at Oxford Theatre.
oh
Dave's favorite theater.
Dave goes there once a year at least.
Oh yeah, I make the pilgrimage.
Mm-hmm. That's what we call it.
So anyway, listeners, write into us. Do you think Kevin Spacey is a
What do you guys think
deviant?
about the space race?
Ugh.
Stock is low. Buy now.
Anyway,
I might put A Bug's Life on my top 5.
Really?
I love the scene where he like kills that one of their grasshopper when he's like oh there's one ant.
Yeah.
He like pulls the tail like all like the nuts or like the seeds come out like
Yeah. Man, they make those seeds look so delicious. I just wanted to like
they look like acorns.
yeah, just
Mick wants to go on seed.
it's so good. They look like sunflower seeds. And like when they pick them out of the little and they drop them down. Oh, and then when Flick rides the little sun or
Oh, dude, that was
dandelion
so
thing.
cool. Also, that movie made Raindrop seem so scary. Hopper meets a. I mean, they could bring. I mean, if they could bring Emperor Palpatine back from the dead, they could bring Hopper back.
Somehow Hopper has returned.
That's all I'm saying.
We're all waiting for it.
Hopper
hate that.
Hopper comes back and he's like, "Kill me,
I hate
and I'll live in
Skywalker.
you.
I hate Rise of Skywalker.
Don't kill me."
Now I'm mad.
You've been playing some games, Will.
I have, yeah. So, I, along with Mario Wonder, and Spider-Man 2, I just finished the
You
expansion.
want to talk about Spider-Man 2?
I just finished the expansion for Cyberpunk called Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. I don't know how much into spoilers you want me to get, but I'll try to keep it.
Well, I
light
guess, did you
and
enjoy the story?
Yes, I enjoyed the story. It's very espionage spy mission is kind of the theme of the expansion. You really feel like a James Bond agent, like a MI6 agent, basically.
License to Kill.
In some ways, you do, but
Are you a womanizer?
I mean, you're a womanizer in the main game.
You wear a
so
Rolex?
So, I mean,
Do you drive an Aston Martin?
Do you have a Walther PPK?
no, but you can find a Porsche, so it's kind of close.
I like Porsches.
I like Porsches.
It's a great car.
Let's see here. Yeah, so one of my biggest complaints of Cyberpunk is its how its overall choice structure is kind of laid out. I don't want to get into it for too much spoilers, but there's how the main game functions. Is you play the main game and you're pretty much on a straight path forward until like the end, and where you get to choose based on what side quests you did, what side content you did, how you want to go about the ending, right? It's a very straight shot, and the expansion is in a similar way, but it's a way more compelling choice because you're choosing between two like compelling characters is all I'll say.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep it as spoiler free as possible, but it makes its main choice way more interesting than the main game because you're not like, oh, how do I want to like end my game? It's like, oh, do I side with this person or do I side with this person? And it actually can play out pretty differently.
Okay.
With how it goes forward. And I really enjoyed the expansion. I really enjoyed the story, and I thought it was really well done. And for a game that I have a lot to say about and a lot to critique and a lot to praise at the same time, it kind of had more praises than critiques. So, if you're going to play Cyberpunk, I highly recommend playing Phantom Liberty, the expansion. And the new ending is also very captivating.
For the main game?
For the main game. Yeah, it adds, if you make certain choices in the expansion, it adds an ending to the main game, which is also really, it's a really good ending.
Okay.
I wish I could talk about it more, but Dave is going to play it one day, so I will
don't count me out either. Don't count Landon.
I'm counting you out. I don't know, like, you said you really like Spider-Man 2. I don't know if you'll finish it.
Wow. You want to bet?
You're just gonna take that?
No, I know I'll finish Spider-Man 2.
Okay, maybe in a couple months.
It probably will take me a couple months to beat it. I don't really play like a ton of video games anymore.
The thing that
Landon's
annoys
cool.
me is
He's too cool for video games.
I'm too cool. I'm just like I get busy.
the thing that annoys me is I keep like scrolling through spoilers. I see like people just randomly post on Facebook or
Spider-Man.
Oh,
yeah,
you
like
gotta go.
Spider-Man 2.
You gotta go blackout, bro.
I can't do it.
Well, of course you can.
I got spoiled on one thing. It's not that much of it's a suit that is in the game.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
There's a couple suits. I'll just say it.
How does he say that there's a suit and Mick's like, yeah, I know which one?
Well, I've seen a couple. The one I'm really excited about, it was actually Miles Morales.
Mm-hmm.
The cat suit. Where you have the backpack with the cat.
Oh, was that just in Miles Morales?
Yeah, it was.
That was in the second. I thought that was in Spider-Man also.
No, it wasn't. It was just
you never
Miles
play
Morales.
as Miles as Spider-Man.
And you get a.
I thought I just thought the cat backpack was in the first game.
No, it's in the Miles Morales.
Oh, okay, and that comes back in this one.
Yeah, it's one of the suits you can unlock.
How soon can you unlock it?
I think it's like like I was checking through the silhouettes.
I literally won't switch off of that one after I get it.
Yeah, I was checking through the silhouettes and I saw the cat backpack.
I love switching off suits. It's fun to like change it up.
Range,
like have some
Right,
variety.
I like the cat one's off.
No, I think I'll stick with the cat one
because the cat helps you do takedowns.
Yeah,
like it's cinematic.
You can do a finisher and the cat will go.
It'll jump out and hit the people. Like, yeah, I literally probably won't switch it.
Yeah,
it's available. So
no, it's pretty cool.
Is that just for Miles, or can you wear that with Peter too?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's just for me. But I don't know.
All right. Well, I'll be doing all the side quests or all the like.
Peter's gonna have the like. I don't know how much you guys know about the game, but never mind. I won't say it.
Don't spoil. Please don't spoil.
I mean, there was something in the very first trailer in the game.
I didn't watch any of the trailers. I don't think.
Oh, none of them?
I don't believe.
You know anything about the game?
Not really. I don't know. I'm trying to.
You probably shouldn't say anything.
No, I shouldn't say anything.
I mean, I know like there's certain enemy like I kind of know where it's going, but I don't actually think. I'm actually not sure if I watched the trailer, to be honest.
Wow, I'm kind of jealous.
We shouldn't say anything. Then.
No, I
have no idea what you guys are alluding to at all, which is kind of cool.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I have no
awesome.
idea. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
We won't say anything.
I won't say anything.
Do we play as MJ the whole game?
Oh yeah.
Just stealthing around.
You're just doing journalism stuff. Like,
oh yeah, I'm sure the.
What are you hating on, huh?
I just like
Will thinks MJ is ugly in the game.
That's not true.
She does look different, doesn't she?
She does look.
They said that it's the same face model though.
Yeah,
but it looked really different to me.
And I never said ugly.
Will sent me a meme on Instagram being like a picture of like MJ and be like, "Ain't no way I'm gonna save this bitch," or something like.
Whoa.
hey.
Like just like making it like made it out to like seem like she's ugly. Like,
wow.
I'm like, wow. I'm like, I think she's a very attractive young woman. And in the game, and I don't think she should be getting so much hate.
Okay, Landon, you got your weird points with whoever is.
Now
society,
all the midi Jane stands are gonna be
yeah. All the people who value your opinion on rating the looks of video game characters. just was like, oh yay, Landon.
Chloe from Uncharted 3.
Who is that again?
A very attractive young woman.
So, Cruz, we're 19 days away.
Yeah, we are 19 days away.
That's the least amount of days it's been so far.
Okay, what do we watch, Landon? We watched a series.
The fall of the
House of Usher. So,
which we talked a little bit about last week.
Yeah, and so Landon and I have both finished the show. And so yeah, unless there's any objections, we're going full spoilers if that's okay with Michael and
Mike might be dead before he has a chance to watch it. So.
I'm getting the thumbs up from both of them. Okay.
I might explode.
Cool. So, Fall of House of Usher.
Gross.
Dude, I can't like concentrate with you. Like,
Sorry.
Face. Vines to shoot on mixed mountain.
It feels like
some Last of Us like fungus starts.
it feels like a clown is making balloon animals in my stomach.
Oh,
Go ahead, Will.
Okay, Fall of House of Usher. It's about like we said last week, a wealthy family where people start dying, and there's a mole, and basically
There's a mole. What?
basically,
they're like there's a trial. Like the head of the family, the head of the House of Usher is like the CEO of like a
Pharmaceutical
massive pharmaceutical
company, right?
that has like developed a painkiller medication that has like it's highly addictive.
Very
but It's
addictive.
not marketed as being
It's supposed to be
addictive.
like OxyContin, probably, right? Like
Yeah.
like Purdue
And,
with
uh, And basically, like there is a trial. Like he's on trial. Like the company's being like on trial. Like the district attorney's trying to press charges against the family for various things, saying they knew that the drug was addictive. You know what I mean? It's basically just that they're trying to take down this pharmaceutical company, but they've like been invincible for like decades and decades. Like they've like never been able to get in any legal trouble, and they're on trial. And then his heirs start dying one by one. Like he has 6 kids, and they start dying one by one in like horrific accidents that are being investigated, but like there's never been like they're basically all
there's never a proven connection between any of them.
Yep, they're all
they're
like
able
freak
to
accidents,
prove them,
yeah.
but
It's like Hot Fuzz horrific accidents. So.
yeah, that level of like wow, like I can't like
yeah, like I think some of the deaths include like I don't know, I don't want to.
if we're just like
They're super contextual, but like
yeah, like they like have they have like thematic elements to like what the character like each of the kids has like something they're like passionate about or like douchey about, and like they tend to die in that kind of way.
yeah.
Mm.
So
And then is there like a couple of detectives that are like, it was an accident. It can't.
they don't have actually the show does not spend any time on this. Like there's no police character that's trying to figure out.
So sorry, who do you play as?
This is a TV show.
Oh, I thought you did video game.
No, this is
Oh,
a show.
sorry. I had in my mind a video game for some reason.
You're
I think I heard House of Usher and I thought like, oh, it's probably like the Man of Medan, those games. I was like, oh no, they wouldn't play that solo.
your
That's
point of view from the story is you go into the show knowing that all the kids are dead. The show starts at the
13
funeral.
Reasons Why.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
The show not re- the show starts at the funeral. The show starts at the funeral of the last kids that died, and then it starts out the father calls the district attorney to meet at his childhood house, and like he's recounting his life essentially.
Okay.
So the story is basically told through he's like narrating. Basically, the story takes place like 2 weeks before then, as the kids start dying, and then there's flashbacks back to like the 80s when like his family became rich. So you're kind of getting each context, and each episode is essentially one kid dying, and then contextual backstory from the 80s to like how he got to where he is now.
Is this HBO?
Netflix.
Okay.
It's by the same person who wrote Midnight Mass, Haunting of Hill House, and Haunting of Bly Manor.
Yep.
So his name's Mike.
Also,
Flanagan.
Gerald's Game.
And Gerald's Game, and
Hush.
the Midnight Club, I think was
Did
what
the
it's
Midnight
called. I
Club,
haven't
and
seen that
then
one.
he directed.
Oh, not
Dr.
Stephen
Sleep.
King then. Like the person that actually wrote the show.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Isn't that a Stephen King book?
Gerald's
Game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep. He did that adaptation. The Netflix movie.
adaptation by Mike Flanagan. Mike
Yeah,
Flanagan,
Mike Flanagan.
a very talented writer. In a lot
Flanagan?
of ways.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's a good. Yeah.
Yeah, this was so. I've seen Midnight Mass, and I think this show pales in comparison to it.
Yeah, it's not as good, but it's also like a very different show because it's also an adaptation of Edgar Allan Poe's work.
Yeah, and I can't say much like about Edgar Allan Poe's. I've never read the original work, so I can't comment on that. But I think the most frustrating part to me was it felt for very, very much of the episode. Sorry, very much of the episodes, it felt like characters dying horrific deaths. Like I said this last week, but I'll say it again. Characters dying horrific deaths, and I don't care. And Lynn, I think said this too. Like you don't care about these characters. It's only until then. Super spoiler alert. Like it's only until the last episode that a character dies that you really feel something.
Yeah.
And that almost was like, wow, like that's what's missing from the entire show. It feels like is something that you. I guess throughout the entire show, I was intrigued, but I wasn't emotionally invested. And when I got there was one time where I was emotionally invested, and it was in the very last episode.
Yeah. it's more of a like a morality tale as opposed to like something where you're supposed to take like a lot of empathetic stock in the characters.
Yeah, but it's not a compelling morality tale to me. You know, like the way so the brilliant like Mike Flanagan does a brilliant job of laying out like the little hints about what happened and what like the answer is, like what's going on pretty much.
Yeah.
But as far as the actual moral and how it's integrated, it's not compelling at all to me, right?
Yeah.
Because the message is basically like, and this is obviously just my opinion, but the message to me is that people squander their wealth on their own selfish ambition, right?
Yeah.
And the real wealth almost comes from like the people you love, and Midnight Mass did a good job of almost looking at a conversation that wasn't really done a ton in TV that much.
Yeah.
The subject of
Like faith.
faith and how you navigate that, how each individual navigates that. This one's it's just not nuanced in some ways
Yeah.
to me. It's just like what's new that you have to say that I have to think about. It didn't give me anything to think about.
I almost think it would have better served. I still really liked it. I'd probably give it like a 6 or a 7 probably. I think it was 8 episodes. I think it would have been better maybe like 5.
Yeah, I agree.
Set it up a little bit.
I think you cut
Because
out
the point you get, the end point is interesting, but I don't know if it's quite 8 hours interesting worth of like, because the payoff is like I didn't like 100% nail the reveal, which I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go ahead and not like nail or like spoil the twist reveal, or not even really a twist, but like I mean, you pretty much have it figured out from like the first couple episodes. I feel like the gist of what's happening.
Yeah.
Like,
but like the specifics, the details and the events
Yeah.
kind of fall together nicely.
yeah. So I think maybe like if you shaved a few episodes off, like whether that's like he just has like less kids or like maybe more than one die per episode.
Yeah.
Maybe he needed to have twins, and then both twins die in one episode. You know, that way it doesn't seem as weird to combine the two of them.
Yeah, maybe.
Like it's hard because I think they could have easily made each character more compelling, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Because
but also
the
they have to each die in one. You know what I mean?
in one episode, but it's like the first character that dies, complete and utter douchebag. The second character that dies, probably one of the worst people in the entire show.
Yeah,
The third character that dies, that's Rahul Kohli's character, right? I think.
yeah,
He's just like he's pretty much just a drug addicted jerk
yeah,
who kind of cheats on
on his boyfriend.
on his boyfriend.
Yeah.
And then there's
They're just all like they're not great, and also it also goes to show that like each episode is focused on one of them dying, and it plays out where like there's no suspense. You know who's gonna die each episode because
Yeah.
like it like hyper focuses on that character each episode. So there's not like when it's that character's episode that die, that's basically just their episode, like their story episode. And there's not a ton of like
who's going to die.
Never any like bait and switch.
there's no beta switch, and there's also no like
No suspense.
Well,
no suspense, but like also the characters aren't like it's not like when it's I can't remember all their names, but like when it's Billy's episode to die, it's not like Billy's interacting with a bunch of the other characters. It's like they're just kind of segmented off by themselves and they die pretty much. Like
they sometimes interact, and
sometimes a
intertwine,
little bit,
but
like
they pretty much have their own things going on in their own stories.
yeah,
I mean, a good comparison is in like Midnight Mass, right?
yeah,
At the end of episode 5 or 6, I think there's a huge turning point in that show that like you're just kind of like, what the heck? And I'm not saying it on purpose because I don't want to spoil
that
it.
show's too good to spoil.
It's too good to spoil. And there's like a huge turning point that has a lot of emotional, not payoffs. Maybe there's a lot of emotional weight to that turning point.
Yeah,
And I think something like that was missing in this throughout this entire show. And I think you're right in that it's predictable and honestly shallow, even though if it is at times pretty compelling from a mystery perspective.
yeah. I gotta give a shout out. Mark Hamill's character's dope.
Oh yeah. The character that Mark Hamill plays is probably my favorite.
Yeah, and he has in the final episode. He has an amazing scene.
Yeah,
that is like probably the best scene in the entire show. Like,
yeah, there's a couple scenes in the final episode I love and I hate at the same time.
Yeah,
there's some really great scenes in the final episode.
Yeah, I think it's worth if you like Mike Flanagan's work, like I'd say like check it out.
Yeah. I still if you enjoy like horror shows or just watching some suspenseful, like I would recommend it.
Yeah,
it's just hard to get. I don't know. It's hard coming down from Midnight Mass.
I think it's like one of it's like when like I don't know, like when he's putting out such good work, like at some point the bar you're not going to be able to like top the bar. Like it's like I feel like it's like when I play like a Naughty Dog game. Like at some point, like you're gonna play like you know what I mean. Like I feel like The Last of Us 2 is that for a lot of people. Like the bar just kept getting and then wasn't. So
Yeah, I think kind of like going from Uncharted 4 to Lost Legacy too.
yeah,
You have
it's
that
like you're gonna have
drop a little bit.
So I'm starting to rewatch through Midnight Mass. It's so good.
Gotcha. Are you doing it by yourself?
I'm doing it with Aubrey.
Who?
Aubrey. You totally wanted to like girlfriend Aubrey.
Clever, Will.
Landon's, Will set him up so he can knock him down.
So we watched the first episode. And I was like eager. I'm like you can see the setups. Like like I'm so excited.
And there is that in House of Usher. I think in the first episode, there's a song that plays, and it doesn't hit until the last episode. They're like, oh, like this is like there's a ton of stuff in the first episode that alludes to the last episode, and that's what like how talented Mike Flanagan is.
Yeah, he's
a great kind of mystery weaver. But I think even some I don't know. I don't know how you feel about it, but there's some speeches in House of Usher.
There's one that is like super on it's in the last episode. It's the Madeline character gives a speech. Like it's like towards the very end.
Yeah.
It was like I'm like okay, like what is like it like felt like very preachy.
Yep.
Like and it wasn't like very well done.
And it's
like there was
it's almost hypocritical because everybody in that show is probably going to have more money than I will ever have. You know,
and the actors.
Yeah. Like all the main characters will probably have more money than I will. And with the subject matter that it's trying to preach, it's like
it is kind of
Are you serious? Like
it's a little
So I don't know. I mean I don't think like I'm not trying to say wealth or wealth should make it so that you can't say something, right? Yeah. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say for something
it should mean it more.
And they do make a point of like that wealth can be used for good things.
Oh yeah,
there's like the scene with the granddaughter where like she's being told.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Oh yeah, it's more about there's nothing wrong with the message. It's almost like the delivery of the message is somewhat that's irritating. Yeah, because it lacks a certain amount of like subtlety almost.
Yeah,
and sometimes it's just so what's the word for it? Kind of thrown at you at the end, like very present. So
yeah,
I don't know. I still liked it. I still was entertained throughout the whole entire thing. I just think it has a lot more problems than Midnight Mass does. A lot more.
Yeah.
What's the video game that Mark Hamill and Gary Oldman are in?
What is that? Squadron 42 or something?
Okay. I saw a screenshot of that the other day.
It's finish this thing. It's like that weird like online Star Citizen.
Star Citizen. Yeah, it's Star Citizen.
The scam or whatever the scam.
Yeah, friend of the show, Brandon Bick. You should talk to him about that.
Is that the Kickstarter game? Like
it's raised millions and millions and millions of dollars.
There's something. It's like the game like you spend like tons of real money. Like they have like people like spend like hundreds of thousands of dollars in like real wars in the game or whatever, like ships and stuff and blowing each other. Like
I thought the game wasn't out yet.
It's not. No,
it's not. The single player campaign's like wrapped up like development though or something. I think there's a single player portion that's going to come out that's like the one part with Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. I don't understand.
Not for me.
Not for you. No Mark Hamill.
No, not for me.
No Marky Mark.
Only if he goes, a Jedi's weapon deserves more respect, and then drinks a bunch of weird-looking milk.
All right, should we wrap up?
Yes. I have to go. So
yeah,
I guess if Will has to go. But hey, you know what tomorrow is?
Alan Wake 2 comes out.
18
Thursday.
days until the cruise. Let's
go.
go.
All right. Well, thanks for listening to this week's episode of the
I'm getting
podcast.
gassy.
Yeah, you guys take it easy.
I'm trying to hold it.
Michael needs to take it easy. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
No,
All right.
No more play.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, listeners.
My tummy hurts.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Hotkeys podcast. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, CastBox, YouTube, and other podcasting platforms. Visit our website, www.hotkeyspodcast.com. Follow us on Twitter at Hotkeys Podcast and join our Facebook group at facebook.com/HKHotkeys. Please like and review us and subscribe to the show on whichever platforms you use. Finally, you can contact us via email at hosts@hotkeyspodcast.com.